Welcome back to Profiles in Caring and our story on Camp Rainbow Gold in Idaho, making a big difference in the young lives of children with cancer there. Doug Jardine concludes our story.
And I think when you have a life-threatening experience, there are things that you learn that a lot of people just don't understand if they haven't had an interaction so close to death, I guess. I mean, I just think that a lot of people don't really know how to appreciate life, and they just don't understand.
Even if you don't think you're going to make it, just keep pushing, and you probably will. And if you just keep telling yourself you will, then you'll get there. And there's going to be days when it's going to be extremely tough, but, you know, if you have your friends beside you, and you just, you know, you just look to the next day, just look to the next morning when you're going to wake up again, and you'll make it.
They are the stories that loudly proclaim the purpose behind Camp Rainbow Gold, a once-a-year, week-long experience to help children with cancer be with others who are experiencing the same things, be themselves, and live life.
Life doesn't last forever. Life is very precious, and it can be extremely short, and you never know when your time is up. So live life like it were your very last day on earth, and just have a blast. Be goofy, be silly, act like a little kid, and just have fun.
And for the dozens of volunteers, it is an annual rejuvenation program which helps them keep their own lives in perspective. Chris and Rob Cronin make this camp happen every year now. Rob is a cancer survivor himself. The one-time vice president of operations for Bruce Willis found his most important life calling right here, and he and Chris have been changing lives ever since.
I think it's a blessing to see so many young people, young adults and older teenagers that are blessed with that gift, because you see adults, you know, older adults, 60, 70 years old, get ill and they're facing their own mortality and they're full of regret. But they never did give back, that they never did make a difference. And these children are blessed with a lifetime ahead of them of the ability to give back.
This place is amazing. It allows them to just be kids and enjoy that privilege in life without the worry of, you know, being looked at and being teased. And, you know, some of them are even beat up. It's really disheartening to know some of the battles that they face outside of the illness. And when they can come here and we have open arms and open hearts, and you can provide a safe atmosphere for them to feel totally normal for a week and just briefly, even if they just briefly forget about the rigors of their disease, then our job is done. And, you know, I will continue to provide that for them as long as the Lord will allow me. I see the joy in their face. I hear their thoughts and their wishes, and to know that we've been able to fulfill a little bit of that for this time in their life just means everything.
Isaiah picked this picture to do from the book. He put his thumb here and his two little fingers there and made a two-headed bird. And I just think that's really cool, because he didn't come back to camp, but his picture's here hanging for us.
And every volunteer at Camp Rainbow Gold feels the same way and is just as committed. But they are here for different reasons, and very personal reasons.
It's real simple. Our daughter, Elissa, was a camper here in 2002. And after her passing in 2003, my wife, Susie, and I decided to take her place and give back to those that gave to us. The significance of these beads, the center one here is her memorial bead. And everyone after that, for the 5 years that we've been attending camp, is a memorial bead. We also get camp beads, but these ones are kind of special. These are kids that we've all touched, loved, and are no longer with us.
And for this couple, the counsel to other parents who find themselves in this unthinkable situation is straightforward. Camps like Rainbow Gold are places where miracles happen.
Let go. There are wonderful people there just waiting to embrace and love your child.
And as a father? As a father, it was difficult to let go, knowing that we were fragile with her and we could lose her at any time. But knowing that how she came back to us, I say to any parent, let them go for that week. Let them experience some life, because sometimes it's their last.
After dinner, you can go to the art shack. They got all sorts of stuff you can put on a hat if you don't have a crazy hat.
And finally, even the biggest, toughest camp directors, you know, the ones in charge of hosing down celebrity counselors, have the chance to reflect on why they're here And that reflection leads to stories and stories about little campers who have impacted and changed their lives. Because the reality of Camp Rainbow Gold is, you never know when you might be seeing a little beautiful camper for the last time.
My first year, there was a kid named Josh, and he got off the bus, and he had a big hat on, like a Jed Clampett hat, from just enormous. It covered his face, and he had what looked like a werewolf mask on. And I said to him, I said, "Why is he wearing a werewolf mask?" And he goes, "That's melanoma." And I had never seen, I guess, what you call the face of cancer before so vividly. You always see you don't see it, so it looked like a black broccoli all over his face. And this is my first year, and I didn't know what I was in for. And I thought, how horrible to go to school and live this way with people staring at you and not trying to connect to you and pushing you away. And so I made it a point to try to get to know him. And hold on. Can't do that. Damn it, you can't talk about camp without. Hold on. Well, so through the week I got to get to know him, sit by him in arts and crafts, start talking to him, and then one dance he came over and just sat in my lap. And that's when I realized how special this place was. And I was talking to the doctor, and I was like, we need to find, get Josh more involved in activities next year. He goes, well, he's probably not going to be here next year. And I was so naive. I was like, well, where's he going to be? He goes, well, to have the melanoma spreading down into his mouth, he's not going to live. So the week went on. And, yeah. He hugged him goodbye. He says, I'll see you next summer. And you just want to, yes. And that's how I got affected, with doing this.
And so for those who might be camping for the first time, to those who so desperately wanted to camp here again, to the incredible volunteers and medical staff who make Camp Rainbow Gold such a magical place, these memories are for you. Through incredibly generous donations of time and money, cancer-stricken young people are normal for a week in a place where no one judges them and everyone loves them. The goal is to expand Camp Rainbow Gold to include a week each for siblings of those with cancer and for families as well of cancer patients. So, look to the rainbow. Follow the fellow who follows his dream. Doug Jardine for Profiles in Caring in Ketchum, Idaho. Kimberly, back to you.
Thank you, Doug, and thanks to all the very special campers in this story. And a big shout out to TV star Tiffani Amber Thiessen for showing us a side of Hollywood we don't get to see that often. If you'd like to learn more about Camp Rainbow Gold, log on to our website, profilesandcaring.org. For all of us at Profiles in Caring, I'm Kimberly Perkins. Thanks for watching, and thanks for caring.